Okay, my name is Sam. I'm doing my solo programming for my Python module, and I'm on chapter 3 now. And the first exercise in our chapter 3, yeah, we are just trying to create a list. Where this piece of code introduce lists in Python and how to use them. So we are creating a list. First, we create a variable called bicycle. Then we created a list with the square bracket, and we input the items in the list, which is Craig, Cannondale, Redline, and Specialized. So when we enter print bicycles, which is our variable, it prints everything in the list. Yeah. So accessing the elements in the list, we use numbers to access index in the list, index number. So when we say print bicycle one, normally when we want to number our list in Python, we start from zero. The first element in the list is zero, the second is one, the third is two. So it goes on like that. So when we say print bicycle one, we are trying to print the second element in the list, which is Cannondale. So that is how to access the elements in the list. And when we do the negative numbers, when we try to access elements in the list using a negative number, and that means we are trying to access items from starting from the end of the list. So in this case of our list, bring Craig, Cannondale, Redline, Specialized, if we are trying to access the last element in the list, we say -1, and it gives us Specialized. If we say -2, it gives us the second to the last element in the list. Yeah. And in the last exercise, we're just trying to use the F string we're just trying to insert a list item into a message, yeah, using the F string. Yeah, so we're trying to insert one of these item in our list in this message using the F string. So that is what we did here in the last exercise. So I'll move on to our second classwork, which is we are trying to modify list. This is teaching us how to modify or change a list, or elements in a list, rather, how to change elements in a list. The motorcycle.append method. When we use the append method, it means we want to add an item to the end of our list. Yeah, so for instance, if you want to append motorcycle now, that means we are adding this Ducati here at the end of the list. So that is what we are doing with the append method. And the insert method, we are telling Python to add an item to the list, to a specific position. You have to define the position you want the item to be added in the list, which is what we did there. Motorcycle.insert, then we want it to be at number 3. So when Python adds this element in the list, it puts it in the 3 position, number 3 position. And removing an item from the list, we use the delete method, which removes item from the list. If you want to remove, for instance, we want to remove something from, an element from our list under Yamaha Suzuki. When we say delete motorcycle one, the index number one, which is Yamaha, remember, we start counting from zero. So under is zero, Yamaha is one. So we get rid of Yamaha in this list by using this method, delete motorcycle. With the pop method, um, we are trying to remove and return the last item from any index we choose. That is how the pop method works. Like when you are trying to remove an item from the list and return the item. And the last one we have here is the remove method. And the remove method actually deletes an item by its value. And the last classwork is the sorting list in alphabetic order using the sort method. Yeah, we are learning other method here in this example. So the sort method arrange the list alphabetically um, from A to Z, but the reverse sort method means that we want to arrange the list from Z to A in a reverse method instead of from A to Z, which is the sort method. Yeah. And the dot, the length method, yeah, is how we get how many items we have in the list. That is the method of the length in our Python to get the number of items we have in our list. Yeah, I think that's all for chapter 3.